All right, hey, living environment, cool cats and kittens. We're back from the midterm exam experience. Boy, wasn't that a great experience. It's hard to believe it was only last week. So we have a couple days this week, and then there's a little break for you, and then on a Friday you come back to class because we give Regents exams in January, right? Really, the kids taking Regents exams in January are ones that have to retake ones they didn't do well in March, or in June of last year. Or if they went to summer school, maybe August, right? Because we give the Regents exams 3 times a year for students who need to take them. Remember, you have to pass. It depends on what your goals are, but to get a diploma, to graduate, you have to pass at least one science Regents exam. And why not make it living environment? All right, now, of course, you just took the midterm exam, which was like the Regents. Some of you did great. Some of you are not so good, and I think part of the problem is I don't think there were some of you I don't think really took it that seriously in terms of what you did to prepare for the midterm exam. What I'm saying is that I think a high number of my students just showed up for the midterm, didn't do any preparation on their own part, and so hopefully that shakes you into reality as June approaches and you have to do the real thing. The one that counts for you in terms of graduation, the Regents exam. Let's do the bell ringer, and then we'll talk more about the midterm in class.
All right. Hey now. Mr. Kovacs class. It's Mr. Kovacs class. You might learn a ton. It's Mr. Kovacs class.
It's interesting too.
It's Mr. Kovacs class. And he's super cool. It's Mr. Kovacs class.
Before we start talking about the midterm in class, let's talk a little bit too about labs. We're getting near the end of the quarter. The quarter ends Friday of this week, and we have one more lab to do, which is the New York State Diffusion Lab Part 2, right? And so that will give us certain. So remember, I keep track for you over here. Blank spaces are not good. Blank spaces means you don't have credit for the lab anyway towards your grade, but it also means you don't have credit towards your lab minutes for the Regents exam. Remember, you need 1,200 minutes. Remember, you get minute credit not just by sitting and doing the lab, but by doing the paperwork and turning it in, and then the paperwork is deemed satisfactory by me, right? I'm the evaluator of that. That you met minimum competency standard for what the lab was supposed. You met minimum competency for what the lab was supposed to mean to you, and you were able to express that. That's what it's all about, you know. So like I had kids who played with microscopes for a week and didn't turn in anything, right? Didn't have any pictures on it. But I'm like, I can't give you credit for using the microscopes if you didn't do the paperwork. I don't know how else I can say this to you. All right, so some of you really need to take care of yourself. We're halfway done through the year, and I've got a large number of students who are looking at maybe they might pass for the year, but they won't be able to take the Regents exam in June. And then they'll have to retake the class in order to make up the lab credits. And so that to me seems silly, considering I give you so much time in class to do these things. But anyway, it's up to you. You're the one that has to do 9th grade. You're the one that has to graduate high school. I'm just here to give you the directions through it. All right? So let's get a little more serious. Okay, you got a quick ed puzzle today. We're going to start talking about the nucleus of cells over the next few weeks. But today in class, we're going to concentrate on the midterm exam, and we're going to look at some of the questions that were most missed and why they were missed and what we need to do to clean things up. So let's do that today after this bell ringer. All right, let's do it.